Big juice alert! Wow, Bitcoin finally got the break that we mentioned in yesterday's video. Huge news, guys, but there is still one critical thing that has still not happened yet, so we have to talk about that. And as well, we'll show you the exact price target that this should break out to if it is in fact a true breakout, because we do see fake outs sometimes. So we can't get too excited until this happens. And as well, you can see exactly where our support, our resistance is right here on this chart, guys. Yet again, proving to be 100% accurate. Absolutely beautiful. And we'll show you this level that if it breaks, Bitcoin could easily break 11.5K, even going all the way up in the coming week to 13,000 US dollars. This is an absolute bullish scenario. And additionally, Bitcoin price surges above 10K and sees some very strange premium after $1 million Bitcoin buys. We'll get into this because this is a very interesting, eerie article. Some information you are not going to want to miss. And as well, you guys, I'll go over one specific altcoin that I've never talked about, very small cap that I've been interested in, Juicy Juice. Wow, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to an extremely actually exciting episode of Bitcoin today, guys. This is huge news. We had a massive break yesterday, exactly what we were predicting, but literally everybody in the space kind of knew this was happening. Anybody that watches the charts knew that this had to happen, and we finally had a break, but we are not out of the woods yet. We have a lot to cover, and there are some very specific things that still haven't happened, one thing in particular, and then specifically, if we get breaks to these levels, then we can go absolute bull mode. But guys, there is one thing left. Wow, and as well, you guys, we've been blowing up the likes lately, so make sure to smash that like, text your mom and tell her to smash that like, and let's just smash these like-a-ronies. And guys, as well, congrats to the last two winners. We gave away 2 of these this week. One, actually, I'm going to send Bitcoin because he's located in the Middle East. And then the other is in California, and I will be shipping his out today, guys. So congrats to the Ledger winners. Make sure to leave a comment below, smash ding, hit the subscribes to enter for these giveaways. And as well, guys, big news. I actually had some really good ideas for 2 new updates that are going to be coming to T4. Absolutely huge. I've been listening to what you guys want to see, and this one I'm actually really excited to get into. This 100% is maybe one of the most underrated things when it comes to trading and being profitable. So we're going to have those 2 videos up later this week. Absolutely huge. Wow, so let's jump into these charts here, guys. If we start here on the weekly, something we've been saying for the past 5 weeks finally came true, and just like we said in yesterday's video, we're going to see a break into this golden pocket. And you guys can see this is basically where we went slightly above it up to like 10,400 US dollars, and we got pushed down. Currently, we're at $10,150 as I'm recording this video this morning, right in the middle of the golden pocket. So again, this is a huge area. Again, things could swing either way, but there's still one thing that I'm going to show you on the daily chart that has not happened that we need to see happen. This is absolutely critical. Okay, so we need to watch this. This is a game changer if this does happen. And we'll also talk about this chart a little bit, which we spent a lot of yesterday's episode talking about, the Brave New Coin Liquid Index, the last 10 years of Bitcoin data, and specifically what little guy just peeked his head up yesterday that we need to show you guys. And guys, this is actually huge. As I'm recording this video, we're actually getting pushed back down, so this is very interesting to see. We're actually at 9,800. We were above 10,000 like 1 minute ago. We were above 10,100. Currently, we're about $400 less than that. Absolutely huge, guys. You can see this dump happening in real time. So again, perfect time to do some TA, and we'll give you some targets that you have to watch out for. So we had that break, and remember, even in the intro that we had of this video, we talked about, could this be a fake out swing? Now this, guys, I mean, this is perfect to be talking about here. So got to push all the way up to 10.4, but we did not break the key level that we're going to show you now. The key level, and you can see this is exactly where we got resistance as well, but we'll talk about more of that in a second here. The key level, guys, I mean, 10.5 is the 10,530 roughly is the key level that we need to break. You can see we didn't break that. Same thing. This was the high back in February, and as well the high back in all the way back to October of 2019. We didn't break that, guys. 10,530 is the level we need to break. We got within dollars of it yesterday during the pump, but we didn't break that yet. If we break this level, then that will be our first higher high on these macro trends, but we haven't broken that. So again, that's why I said in the intro, don't get too excited yet, because guys, this is exactly what happens. So let's continue to look at this. We got rejected here at the top, which is what we did in the intro, but now, as you can see, just in the last 2 minutes, we pushed all the way down to here. We're at 9,700 or so. Now you can see we're finding support along here, which perfectly, I mean, this is why this chart is absolutely perfect when it comes to horizontal ascending resistance and support here. But one thing we've been mentioning for the last few days is there could still be one more pullback down to this level here, to this line, and specifically at the very lowest, 8,800. Now let's actually take a look at that, because even for this symmetrical triangle here, 8,800 would still be well within this range here. Okay, it's still possible that if we get a false breakout here, that we could end up swinging back and having a true breakout. But what I noted a week ago and what I talk about in T4 a lot is just that when we have a breakout, specifically with triangles, not necessarily wedges as much, but with triangles, there is very often a breakout to one side and then it can swing to the other side. Now, that's not what I'm saying is going to happen here, but I do just want to let you know that just because we had a breakout to the upside is never a guarantee that the breakout is going to continue that way. In fact, very often what happens is we have a breakout to the upside and it does swing the other way. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. And guys, as I'm filming this, it looks, I mean, look at this chart. This thing is just exploding basically in real time. 93.87. Wow, we're already down to 93 actually. It was like 97 2 minutes ago. Huge, okay? So let's take a look at some key levels. Currently, we're holding the 21-day. You can see that's where it's bouncing right here, but this momentum seems pretty strong, guys. So I'm gonna go out on a wedge and say that we could end up easily coming down to 8,800. Okay, now that is huge. We were just over 10K like an hour ago. Actually, we were above 10K like 5 minutes ago. Now, could we be heading all the way down to the high 8,000s? Well, okay, let's take a look at some more analysis. So just literally 2 minutes ago, I talked about this having to hold, and we're already below that. So one thing we don't want to see, if this is a true breakout, is exactly what we saw back in the summer of 2019, almost exactly a year ago, back in June of 2019. Now we're in June of 2020, where we had these wicks come all the way up here and then immediately get rejected down, guys. And that looks potentially like what we could be seeing here. But we'll have to really wait and see. We want to hold 9,700 as support, but currently we're below 97. But you know, we're having a little crazy sell-off right now. If we can at least hold 97, then this is still very bullish. So take a look at that target. Wow, and guys, I mean, beautiful TA playing out right in front of our eyes. You can see wicking down all the way here. Where do we get a strong bounce? Right at the 6-year structural line. This TA is playing out in real time, and I mean, with these charts and having this, guys, this is exactly how you can be more successful and more consistent with trading. If you have these key levels and you can see price obviously reacts to them, then that's perfect. If you're going to be trading, this is stuff you need to be watching. You need to have charts that work, and you need to be prepared for it. Wow, so let's actually cover this article while some of this TA plays out, and then we'll get into this altcoin that I'm extremely excited about. It has an extremely small market cap. It's a fairly new coin. A lot of you guys probably may have never heard of it, but if you have, make sure to drop a comment and let me know. I was reading up on it last night, and boy, is it interesting. And I was just reading, and I was getting extremely bullish on this coin last night. So I cannot wait to share it with you. You guys seem to like the episode where we talked about alts, so yeah, that's what I want to talk about, this one specific alt in this video. So this article by William Suberg, I just want to cover 1 or 2 key points from this, published on Cointelegraph. Bitcoin price above 10,000 sees strange premium of over $1 million Bitcoin buys. So last night, Bitcoin hit 10K. Investors are buying the cryptocurrency at 5 figures, not necessarily selling. However, we're seeing the sell pressure now, guys. Yeah, that's for sure. According to data from monitoring research on Coin Metrics, on June 2nd, one 10-minute period alone saw trading volume hit a giant 3,500 Bitcoin. That's huge. That's millions of dollars. Okay. So what's peculiar about this, though, is that exchanges saw a sudden surge of interest, with Bitfinex specifically producing what Coinmetrics described as very strange behavior. Bitcoin prices on Bitfinex just did something very strange, are now trading at $40 premium to the rest of the market. It was accompanied by 3,500 Bitcoin volume in a 10-minute candle. As you guys know as well, last night, Coinbase, I literally got the alert that from Coinbase that Bitcoin broke 10K. I clicked on the app because I was golfing at the time. I clicked on the app, I looked at it, and Coinbase was like having issues. It was saying it's temporarily unavailable, guys. Happens every time. Amazing. That's why you want to make sure you have good exit strategies if you're trading, because you need to have multiple exchanges, okay? You need to. It's absolutely necessary, and that's something else, again, we cover in more detail on T4 here. Wow, my voice just cracked like a prepubescent boy, but I'm going to keep that in. And then the last thing I want to say about this article, the only other thing I've highlighted is buy orders piling up, included 2 over 1.5 million each, okay? Huge, at like the $10,000 level. So I hope they didn't get wrecked, because currently the price is dropping. But guys, let's actually talk about this coin. So this coin is something you may or may not be interested in. This is called Orchid, or OXT is the ticker symbol. This is something I've been researching lately, and I just find it extremely interesting and useful. I think it could be extremely useful. So guys, let me know if you've heard of OXT. Specifically, what I love about this is it's extremely cheap. I love trying to get into coins that I think could be huge and when they're very young. Okay, obviously I think that's an investor's dream if that ends up being the truth, being reality. That all-time high here was 73 cents, and currently it's trading about 20 cents, about 19 cents. So it's a little far from its all-time high, but what's key about this is that the market cap is extremely small. I believe it's only about 13 million. So let's actually pull that up on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, the market cap is $13 million, guys, which for cryptocurrency, that's absolutely nothing. That is insanely small. We have dozens of cryptocurrencies in above and around $1 billion valuation, and this is like only a few $1,000,000 above just $1 million valuation. So extremely small. And I really love it. It has to do with digital privacy. It gives you a little synopsis here. I'm not going to read it word for word, but guys, I mean, I definitely think that if you're interested in looking into smaller cap altcoins, this might be one you want to check out. Not financial advice. This is not sponsored or anything. This is simply a coin that I've become interested in very recently, and I figured I would share it because you guys seem to really like hearing altcoins. Huge, guys. So let's take a look at this. Still got that bounce right here. So to the downside, that 8,800, which if you guys have been following these videos, you know I've been really hoping that we end up getting a swing down to 8,800 at some point. And then we got a comment yesterday, and I think this is perfect to go over as well. Because I was very bullish in yesterday's video. I thought there was going to be a breakout, and we did get a breakout. However, somebody asked, so there's no more downside. And I told him my downside targets. I'll sum it up here. Short term, very likely, I think is 8.8. Overall, in the next month, I think 7.4 to 7.8 is a really good range. And then the absolute lowest, which I'm saying this because I think it's very unlikely to happen. I'll admit I don't think it's very likely, but I think it's the very lowest possibility, would be right around 5,400 US dollars. If Bitcoin hit 5,400 US dollars, I would be putting whatever I'm comfortable, the rest of my investments into Bitcoin and altcoins around that level, if I haven't already before then. Who knows what plays I'll make, but definitely check that out. So those are the levels. I mean, I basically summed it up there. The levels I'm looking for to the downside, but on the short term, I think 8.8 would be a really good bounce level, but we will see how this goes. Guys, thank you so much as well for all the likes lately. We've been smashing, destroying the likes. What a strong community. If you're here right now, make sure to destroy the likes. And guys, like I said, I'm really excited to get these two new videos up to T4. Specifically, I think these are very valuable. I've been trying to add more and more valuable content as time goes on, specifically with trying to manage and trade, because a lot of you guys really are interested in that. Okay, the most profitable traders, they're not 100%. Nobody on this planet trades 100%. Okay, there are some key things you need to do when trading to help maximize your gains. But guys, you can't get discouraged. You have to be careful. And that's why I always recommend not day trading. I don't day trade. People ask me how often I trade. I would say at most, in terms of a swing, maybe twice a month. Usually maybe once a month. But it's very seldom. I really don't play very small patterns. I think it's a very quick way to lose money. There's some people who are successful doing that. But being successful doing that, really only requires that you trade profitable 51, 52% of the time. Those people are not trading profitably 100% of every trade. Okay, it's just not realistic. You have to learn some key things when it comes to trading, but you can never expect yourself to trade profitable every single time, guys. It's unreasonable. If you're playing golf, are you going to hit it on the green every single time? Absolutely not, guys. You're going to have some bad shots. You're going to whack those willies badly, okay? You got to be prepared to fail, and obviously with trading, even when you're really good at it, even when you're profitable a lot of the time, you're going to fail, guys. But you can also be extremely successful if you learn just some basic things here with managing your risk. So guys, thanks so much for watching the episode. Let's see how this Bitcoin boom plays out today. It looks as though the swing is over for right now because I was filming that. It was going crazy as I was filming it. So by the time I get this uploaded and edited, we shall see what the price is. Absolutely love you. Peace!